Hi everyone, Justin here from XOGO, and today we're going to be talking about a new feature in XOGO Manager for Windows called Native Uploads. So first I'm going to show you where the feature lives inside of XOGO Manager, and then we'll talk about a couple instances in which you might want to use the native upload feature versus our standard optimized uploads. So first things first, let's open up XOGO Manager for Windows. We're here in Windows 11, and you'll see this is my standard kind of messy demo account. It's full of lots of content and a few playlists. I've got one demo player in there currently. Now, if you're a XOGO user, you're already familiar with how to upload media to your library. We're just going to click plus new in the top right. And now we get the familiar screen asking us whether we want to add a URL or media. We're talking about media in this case. And that can be images or videos. I happen to have a 20 megabyte video sitting on the desktop here, so we're going to use that. I'll click open. And now, in lieu of the standard save versus cancel buttons that we used to have, you've actually got three choices now. So the first is optimized upload, and the second is native upload, and then of course to cancel out. So what does optimized versus native mean? So essentially, optimized is what you're going to use in, I would say, 95% of the time. And that just means that when you upload your images or videos, the XOGO Cloud is going to do a bit of optimization on your files in order to reduce the file sizes as much as possible and as losslessly as possible. So again, probably a 95% of the time you're going to use the optimized upload. It's very nearly lossless, and you probably won't notice in most cases any sort of reduced resolution or pixelation or anything by the time the file gets into your playlist and over to your players. And the reason we do that again is just to keep your file sizes small so that your playlists are small and easily downloadable by your players around the world sitting on your network. Now, when would you want to use a native upload option instead of optimized? Well, as a rule of thumb, anytime you're uploading content that is over 4K, then we would recommend using the native upload option. Another time would be, anytime you're using a high resolution display and you really care about having the utmost in picture quality, again, we would recommend native upload for that. So the process is the same. We're just going to click upload native and click save. And it's going to take a few seconds more in most cases than the optimized download does. But aside from that, you won't really notice a difference. So while this is uploading, let's hop over into a web browser and just talk about a couple instances again when you would use the native upload feature. So this is a website of one of our partners called Magnetic 3D. These guys have really cool technology. So they build high resolution displays that have a 3D effect which you can view even without glasses. It's pretty cool when you see it in person. Now for Magnetic's purposes, they have 4K and 8K screens, and they really care about having the utmost in picture quality, and they care less about the size of the files or whether it takes a little while for a playlist upload to download. Their main concern is the picture quality. So for them, they're always using the native upload feature rather than a standard upload. Another instance would be, I'm jumping into a graphic design application here. This is a grouping of 1080 displays, which are arranged in various types of video walls. So, if you had 4 1080 displays, if you stack 4 of them together, it essentially equals one 4K display, so 2160 pixels tall by 3840 wide. That one, you actually could use either the optimized upload method or the native upload method. You'd use native if you really want to get the very sharpest picture quality, and you'd use optimized if you care more about speed and having smaller file sizes. And it's worth noting that if you're using a kind of a standard off-the-shelf display, you might not actually be able to notice the difference. You have to look really closely because our compression algorithms do a good job of reducing file size without actually affecting the quality of your image or video very much. But let's take another instance in which you're doing over 4K content. If you're doing, again, over 4K on any side, either the vertical or horizontal side, then you have to use native upload. So here's a couple instances of that where we've got, again, 1080 screens, but we have 3 of them stacked together side by side. So the resulting image would be 5760 pixels wide by 1080 tall. So again, that's over 4,000 pixels on any given side. So for this, our 5760 by 1080 video or image would have to be uploaded as a native file rather than an optimized one. Similarly, if you stack 4 screens on top of one another so that the resulting graphic would need to be 4320 pixels tall by 1920 wide. Again, that's just over 4,000 pixels on one side, so you'd use the native upload option for that instead of the standard option. So again, jumping back into XOGO Manager, probably for 95% of cases, you would just use the standard upload, but native is there for you, and it uploads just the same way, and you'll see the image the video that we were uploading just a moment ago is now available in our XOGO library, and just like any other URL image or video, it can now be added to playlists and pushed to our players. So I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please whack the like button, feel free to subscribe, and also let us know if there's any other sorts of technical questions that you have about XOGO, and we will be happy to create a tutorial video around it. Thanks again. See you in the next one.